Students, in the last class we had learned about the basic concepts of national income. In the same stream we are going to continue today also. And as you have learned that what is the normal resident and what are the non-residents of the country, what is national income, what is domestic income, right? So these are again a few components of national income. You can also call them as basic concepts which are involved in evaluation of national income. We learned about the classification of goods, right? And what are the different factors of production, etc. Today we are going to learn what is investment, what are its types, and how it has been calculated. Okay, so how it will be involved in the national income. Investment is what? Investment is one of the instrument of the economy as production and consumption is, right? So investment means anything which has been, any part of the income which has been utilized in order to earn more income. Okay, and if you go with the true definition of this investment here, investment means addition made to the existing stock of capital during a year. And where does this stock of capital lie? This stock of capital we are talking about the producers, right? The government, all over wherever the investment expenditure is being carried out, right? So it means the addition made to the existing stock of capital during a year, and it is used to increase the productive capacity of the economy. Am I clear? Where is it used? It is used to increase the productive capacity of the economy. And how do you derive it? Investment is equals to change in capital. You can see this, change in capital. Investment is equals to change in capital. What are the two types? Types are gross investment and net investment. Okay, investment has got two types. What are those? Gross investment and net investment. Gross means the sum total, right? So it means the total addition of the capital goods to the existing stock. Whatever is the existing stock of the capital which is going to be utilized as a factor of production. So the total addition to the capital goods to the existing stock is called as gross investment. That is the sum total investment. And what is net investment? It means during the production process, some of the amount of capital stock is being used up. Okay, so it becomes the consumption, right? So the expenditure which has been done on this consumption is called as net investment. The consumption is called as depreciation, right? And when we subtract this depreciation from this gross investment, what do we get? We get net investment. I'll repeat. When we subtract this depreciation, what is this depreciation? The consumption of the capital stock. Okay. So when this depreciation is subtracted from this gross investment, what we get is net investment. Okay. We give this net investment. Now let us see what are the components of the gross investment. That means gross investment is summation of what? Gross fixed investment as well as change in stock. Okay, gross investment is equals to gross fixed investment as well as change in stock. What are the examples of gross investment? And you will also understand what this gross investment exactly is when we refer these examples. Now the expenditure on fixed assets, that is machinery, factory, land or building, right? All that expenditure which has been carried out on fixed factors of production is part of the gross fixed investment. The residential construction, that is investment by the producers, the households as well as the government. This expenditure also we are talking about the producers as well as the government, right? Here the residential construction investment by the producers, the households or the government, whichever has been carried out within one particular year, becomes the gross fixed investment. Okay, and the gross public investment, the government expenditure carried out in terms of providing the public services to the individuals, is called as gross public investment. So this gross fixed investment is Clear to you? Now let's see the second component of gross investment. Okay. It is the change in stock. And what does it imply? It is the change in stock of finished goods and semi-finished goods and raw materials. Okay. Finished goods, that means those goods which are final goods. Okay. The stock of the final goods, as well as the semi-final goods, that is the intermediate goods. Okay. And raw materials, etc. Raw material is also part of the semi-finished good, or you can call it as intermediate good. Am I clear? Now, how is this gross investment calculated? Gross fixed investment is equals to stock of fixed assets in the end of the year minus the stock of fixed assets in the beginning of the year. So, whatever is the stock of fixed assets, that is the assets in terms of fixed factors of production. Stock of fixed factors of production in the beginning of the year minus the stock of fixed factors of production in the end of the year. Okay, this difference gives you the gross fixed investment. Is this clear to you? And what is this change in stock? How is this calculated? Change in stock is equals to change in closing stock, or the closing stock minus opening stock. Okay, change in stock is equals to the difference between the closing stock and opening stock. Now let us see the calculation of this net investment. Okay, let us see the calculation of net investment. What is this net investment, I said, children? It is the consumption of the fixed assets, okay, or the consumption of the capital stock, right? It is said to be as the consumption expenditure. And when we subtract this consumption, that is depreciation, from the gross investment, what do we get is, we get net investment, right? So net investment is equals to gross investment minus depreciation, right? Or the gross investment is equals to net investment plus depreciation. I think you are able to follow this. And depreciation is equals to gross investment minus net investment, what I have explained here. Now, this depreciation is also said to be as the loss or fall in the value of fixed assets during the normal wear and tear. That means during the production process, right? If a machinery is not working, right, or it stops working, so either this machinery has to get replaced or it has to be repaired. Okay, so that will be part of the depreciation. The loss or in the value of fixed assets due to change in technology or techniques of production. Even if the machinery is to be replaced, a new technology is to be bought in during the production process, then that will be also called as the cost incurred on it, okay, or the value which is to be faced in terms of expenditure on it will be called as depreciation. And it is also caused due to the change in demand and supply due to the factors determining demand and supply. And one of the major factors determining demand and supply which cause the depreciation is called as, or it is caused due to the government policies. Whenever the government policies change or it affects the production functions of the producers, right, it increases the depreciation. So finally, depreciation is equals to gross investment minus net investment. Enough for today. In the next class, we are going to learn about what is national product and what is domestic product. Okay, and what is the difference between these and how these two are evaluated in the national income. From there, we are going to begin with the aggregates of national income. Okay, children. In the last class, when I had given you the assignment, you have completed it, I suppose. And if you haven't, then do complete it and upload it on the Google Classroom, right?